It was the first meeting of the year and we were having a cup of tea and this lady came up to me and said, would you like to join a drawing group? And I said, God, I can't draw.
Yeah, that's right.
And she said, everyone can draw. So I thought, oh, let's be positive about this. And I said, all right, thank you. And I really felt Janette, right from the start, was a very special woman who has so much to give and was prepared to give it. And I might say she will never take a penny for what she does.
But I love you all. I love doing it. And I just love to see the joy on your face. Keep that colourful done. And so you can press hard on that side and get more done.
Yep.
And if you want it really done, writing it, you know what you can do? You just do this and you blow it.
Oh, yeah. And
Or if you want to ease the colour in,
I'm Tess Kruger and I'm 87 years old. I live in St Vincent's, Castledine, and I've lived there for just over 2 years. And prior to coming in there, I guess I lived most of my formative years up until leaving school on a dairy farm of my parents. I became a teacher, taught for 12 months, then got married, had 3 sons, and when my youngest son was 6, his father died. And from then on, I became a single mum.
What topics do you like to look up on YouTube?
Well, I like to go for authors who do spiritual writing.
Oh, okay. My name is Brett Englard. I am a living support manager at St Vincent's and I work at the Castledine facility. My role really is to make sure people are happy. So it's service delivery, but it's really about trying to make sure that we're doing everything we can to make residents feel comfortable and at home.
But the first time I met him, I was coming back from somewhere, pushing my walker down the corridor, and here's this fellow chatting to a few of the staff, and everyone was so happy, and I thought, that's unusual. And then when I caught up to them, I got introduced to Brett, and now I know Brett.
Because community is everything, connection is everything, and listening to people is everything, and we can't fix things if we don't know about them. I think we just have to be always open to, well, encourage people to talk and be open to hear what they're saying. The whole dining room there could probably do with a bit of extra attention. Is there anything you'd suggest that we could?
With trying to
It's a two-way thing. I think the residents feel safer and connected when there's people making themselves available all the time to talk about issues, and that they see things done from that discussion.
I mean, it's really important when you're there in a home to feel that people really want you to be happy there. Not just to provide for you, but to sort of see how things can be better. And I'm not complaining because I'm able to look after myself totally, which means I don't need a lot of help from anybody, but it's still lovely to have people wanting to know how you think things could be better. And the groups that Brett has set up for us to go and say that everyone can be totally honest, and we are totally honest, and some things can't be fixed. Some things can be fixed, but it takes time, and some things get fixed pretty quickly. Ants. Tom and Jerry. Is that Jerry or Tom?
I think that's Tom.
Oh.
I think that's Tom. Yeah.
well, I started an art class and I thought, even though I'm in independent living, this is a community. So I opened it up to everyone. And so Tess came in with a smile on her face, and I think you said, I don't know whether I'd be able to do this. Yeah. And I said, you will be able to do this.
So put the dark over here.
And so that's how it came about. And we started off with charcoal, so you can get to see light and dark and look differently at things and get tonal values. And at the end of a few sessions, she was doing really well.
Is that all right?
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah. Okay, now I've got to get
You
that
load
sort of
up your
more...
brush with some dust.
I'm very slow at this sort of stuff.
If I can just pass on something and give them a little bit of joy, because as you age, you do get quite a few aches and pains and things, but when you're painting and when you're doing music, you are in the moment and all that goes. Oh dear.
I find no trouble relating to either Janette or Brett, and when you're open, you find yourself going into areas of yourself that I am worthwhile, that people really can see that I'm an intelligent person and I have something to offer, which I would have never believed once. So it's been huge steps for me. And Janette kind of said to me today, "You've really learned something through art." And you said, "You wouldn't believe what I've learned through art about me." I think when you help other people, that enables them to see other people with a need too, and it just grows.
It's a knock-on effect, isn't it?
It doesn't have to be something big.
The social environment is what makes it a home. So it is connection. It is people taking the time to acknowledge others and look them in the eye and smile, and all of that's what makes a home. Community means belonging and safety.
Yes, and it's happiness, it's home. It's home for me.
Yeah. So all of those things. And it's caring and sharing and just being together is lovely.